Hi, I'm Stevie J. I am one of the founding members of JOTO, Jammin on the One. Um, in fact, it was actually my idea. I mean, if you uh, wanted to maybe suggest who would be the artistic director, that would be me. I asked fellow improvisers of the time, Damon Lum and Raymond Smith, if they would like to start an improv jam, an open improv jam in Toronto. I had just come back from Chicago, where I had a scholarship to Second City in Chicago, but I studied with everyone. Scholarship. And what happened was, I studied with Second City Chicago. I did some time at I.O., the Annoyance Theater Company, as well as seeing many incredible improvisers and networking and socializing and really getting into the grit, heart, and soul of Chicago improv. I was there for almost a month. Every Saturday night at I.O. in their downstairs space, in their bar space, they have an open improv jam starting at midnight that everyone is allowed to come to. And I thought, wow, this is Chicago. Possibly the center of improv. And I thought, well, if the center of improv has this open improv jam that everyone's allowed to go to that's just about improv, I thought, well, Toronto is like the epicenter of that center, and we deserve to have an open improv jam as well. I was sick of the Toronto scene. I mean, especially one person, and you know who you are. It's pretty much me. I was sick of myself, but it doesn't matter. The fact was, I could not stand the control, the improv was controlled by certain people. At least not by the people who were controlling it. They didn't know what they were doing. I wanted to control it so I could set it free. And I met Damon Lum and Raymond Smith. So as I came back to Toronto and met with it was like the coming together of Christ and Buddha and Kwanzaa Claus. Timing was perfect to form the triangle, which everyone knows is the strongest geometrical shape. And we formed Jammin on the One. We started out at the Victory Cafe. We ran weekly. We started off with maybe 6 people a week, and by the time we hit about 30, they were ready to kick us out. I say it was because our improv was too edgy, was too political. We had too many things to say, and including when they bumped us one week for some prominent Canadian director to do some silly little stint for a couple days. I said, well, you could have given me more notice. The Jammin on the One was homeless for a couple months until one Michael Simons Esquire asked us to bring this to the Arts and Letters Club. And I thought, wow, here's somebody who understood the vision. The Arts and Letters Club is just known for its orgies, really. Back in I heard the 50s, maybe the 30s. I'm not sure. People that old, though, I imagine, were people who were born in the 30s. Think about them having orgies. They're all wrinkly. Wow, that must have been some ugly orgies. We brought the Jammin on the One to the Arts and Letters Club, and we've been there ever since. and we have spawned, inspired, I think, so many improvisers, so many, and so many other sort of open improv type of situations, and I feel very good about that. I feel very, 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 very good. And of course, it's not about me. It's about all the great improvisers that have come through the great improvisers that have come through Jammin' on the One. You guys are what makes Jammin' on the One. Yeah, put up a profile to show that you're officially part of the Jammin' on the One company, tour co, cast. Yeah, I mean, if you really, did want to say that there was an artistic director, I guess that would be me. Well, maybe not, because we don't actually teach or direct anything. It's just, it's like, hey, can we get 3 people up? Sure. What game is it? Something. And then sometimes people sit down, but because they don't like the game that we're doing. Usually my games.